Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Portland, Oregon, where tonight begins our final week before the season finale in just a few weeks. Mitsuru Kirijo and Kasumi Yoshizawa will share the spotlight one final time as they both prepare for their title matches on Christmas Eve, and Shinjiro Aragaki is once again taking his talents to the Universal Division as he challenges Raiden. Get ready for the end of the season, because this is our season finale of Jayromoda. And here we go for our first tag team matchup of the evening. Introducing first, in their final match of the year. Well, no, they have one more. Excuse me, they have one more. It is Torna. And their opponents, with a big win last week, and looking to continue that momentum here today, it is Ryuji Sakamoto and Ren Amaima? How do you say his last name? Anyway, it's Joker, it's Skull, they are the Phantom Thieves of Heart. Is it a Maima? How do you pronounce it? Here we go, Aigis, Joker, the first in the ring. And referee rings a bell to meet in the middle, with Joker immediately tossing Aigis into the corner, turning him around face first into the turnbuckle. And now setting up a running bulldog. Joker taking out, Skull in. And now Skull with a crossbody attempt. Aigis gets out of the way. Irish whip into the corner. Tagging in Mikhail now. And the Irish whip into the double shoulder tackle. And Mikhail with an elbow drop. And now Mikhail with the falling fist. Knee to the spine. Forcing Skull up by the wrist, arm breaker. Now Irish whip into the corner yet again. Setting up, almost had Raiden, setting up Ryuji in the Tree of Woe. And an atomic drop, and again! Into the cover. I won't be surprised if... Never mind, Skull kicks out at 1. Yeah, you never want to be in need in that area once, let alone multiple times. You know, Ryuji with an elbow getting out of that grapple, tossing Mikhail into the corner. And just dropping Akos onto the apron. Mikhail with a crossbody. And Mikhail just tossing Ryuji into the corner barricade. Stomp to the upper arm, stomp to the wrist, or to the ulna. Stomp to the radius. Referee already at 5, make that 6. They really need to get back into the ring quickly. There's 7. And Mikhail just tossing Ryuji back inside the ring. He is an asshole, but he is a considerate asshole. Looking for a crossbody. Ryuji gets out of the way. And Petroka, of course, just playing a little bit of interference. And now Mikhail taking full advantage. Just tossing Ryuji spine first into that exposed buckle. Now Ryuji just tossing Mikhail to the other corner. Slugging right hand. Working on the arm. Now the referee putting the pad back on. And Ryuji just setting up Mikhail in the Tree of Woe. Ryuji forcing Mikhail up over the shoulder, tossing him down. Head to the outside now, heading back in. Akos back inside the ring, but there's a super kick. Trapping Akos in the corner, turning him around. Ryuji going after Mikhail again. For taking in Joker. Into the corner. Joker with a beautiful combo there. And now Akos gaining control, tossing Joker into the corner. Pulling him away. Turnstile elbow. And now just tossing Joker over to the side. Forcing him up to his feet, tossed to the corner. Tagging in Mikhail. And the Irish whip, double back body drop. And a stomp to the forehead. Mikhail tossing Joker back into the corner, slugging right hand from Akos. Irish whip, step up elbow. And the cover. Ryuji's gonna break it up. And Mikhail Akos looking for a springboard RKO. Joker gets out of the way, there's a neck breaker. And again. And now Joker with a dead lift German suplex. Sling blade rolling. Drop kick. And Akos kicks his way out, still showing tons of life. Mikhail looking for a super kick. Joker ducks underneath. Turning that into a Hurricane Rana. And a kneeling DDT. Tag in. Now Mikhail forcing Ryuji back up to his feet. And Ryuji with the Irish Whip reversal. Referee getting in the way, preventing that tag out. Ryuji now tagging out, not sure why he's not going after Mikhail. Mikhail with a double leg drop kick. Kick to the spine. And now up top, Mikhail looking to fly yet again. Joker up to his feet, not gonna like what he's subject to. Top rope, head scissor Hurricane Rana, and Akos back in, interestingly enough. And now Joker sending Akos for an Irish Whip, referee getting in the way. And now Joker with the Phantom Cutter into a sliding clothesline and the cover. There's two. Mikhail breaks it up. And now Joker just going after Mikhail, making a fool out of him. And now Pachoka having a few words, but now Joker turning Akos around, facebuster. There's one, there's two. Akos kicks out. That would have been one hell of a finisher. Or one hell of a finish. Springboard moonsault prevents the tag out. Cover right next to the ropes. There's probably a rope break coming. There's one, there's two. No, but a kick out. Joker forcing Akos up to his feet. Double leg dropkick sends him down. Joker now to the outside, heading up top. Crossbody. And tagging in Ryuji. Ryuji forcing Akos up to his feet. Into the corner. Will we see a showtime? No, Akos elbows out or punches away out of the corner. And just bending, just breaking the back of Ryuji and getting the tag out. Mikhail back in. Ryuji fights him off. Mikhail with an elbow. Now roll up headlock. Ryuji fights him off. And now a chain attack. There's a flying clothesline from Akos. And the cover. Here comes Joker. Break it up. Stomps to the hand, forcing Ryuji back up to his feet. Toss into the corner. Tagging Mikhail back in. Looking for a tag team attack. or a chain attack. And now Joker's back in. And now Mikhail, is he lining up? I thought that was going to be a sweet shin music, but no, donkey kick. And the cover, there's 1, 2, Joker kicks out. Joker with a double leg drop kick. Backbreaker into a reverse leg drop. And now the cover as Petroka having a conversation with the referee, not even seeing the pin attempt. Now Ryuji's back in. It's not looking good. Mikhail forcing Ryuji back up to his feet. Irish whip to the corner. And now Ryuji tossing Mikhail into the Phantom Thieves corner. Elbows. And now the Phantom Thieves with a Showtime finisher into the cover. Nakos is going to break it up. A big advantage now for the Phantom Thieves. Top rope moonsault from Joker. And just clotheslining Mikhail out of the ring, going after Akos. Hot shot, knocking him off. Referee at the count of 5. There's 6. Mikhail's back in the ring, spearing Ryuji off the apron. Now Petroka forcing Joker up to his feet. Joker needs to come to his senses quickly, and does, but not in the ring in time. And Torna. Bit of a cheeky victory, but I don't think they care. And for our first singles matchup of the evening, introducing first, she is the flame bringer from Morag. It is Lady Morag. It is Morag Ladair. And her opponent. It is the Queen of Despair, Junko Enoshima. And here we go, both women ready. And referee rings the bell to meet in the middle, with Morag immediately beginning with a knife-edge chop kick to the thigh, and a snap suplex into, not the cover. Strong right hand, Irish whip. And a spinning heel kick from Morag. And Junko with a facebuster. Sending Morag for an Irish whip tackle. And just bashing the head against the canvas. Morag with a hammerlock DDT. Into a standing submission hold. Junko immediately gets out. Morag with a pullback elbow into an arm breaker. Falling fist. Into the corner. Junko elbows out. And Morag with an elbow to the spine, Irish whip, and an arm drag. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Junko kicks out. Junko with a jumping facebuster. And now Morag with the advantage, rolling through. And Junko immediately reaching out, grabbing a rope. And now Morag, kick to the chest. Double knee curb stomp. And the cover, there's one, there's two. And that was quick. Not even 3 minutes? Morag putting in light work. Showing the Universal Division that, you don't even have to try that hard to take down Junko. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, it's not that hard. And now for our next matchup of the evening. Introducing first. He is his own master now. It is Jack the Ripper, your men's Universal Champion, Raiden. And his opponent, he is your former Mr. Money in the Bank, former Mr. Universal Champion. It is Shinjiro Aragaki.
Weighing in at 155 pounds, Sherry Akane.
And here we go, both men ready? Referee rings a bell, they both just run towards each other, just jumping at each other. That's one way to start off a match. Raiden looking for a springboard and Zagiri. Just not getting the distance. And now Shinjiro. The military press slam stomp to the wrist. And a spinning slam. Shinji now up top. Diving elbow connects. And looking for a crossbody. Raiden gets out of the way. Now Raiden just wrenching on the wrist, kicks right to the chest. And an arm breaker. Head scissor elbows. And now Raiden sending Shinjiro for an Irish whip. And a kick right across the chest. And the ground and pound. Shinjiro back up to his feet. Both men again just jumping at each other. Both men again missing. Knee to the spine. And Shinjiro just kicking Raiden off of him. Shinjiro forcing Raiden back up to his feet. Spinning discus punch sends him down. And the Captain Morgan. Jumping arm breaker. Raiden pushing that punch away. And a kick right to the jaw, going for the cover. There's one, Shinjiro kicks out. Top rope moonsault connects. Shinji crawling to the corner. Raiden up top. Corkscrew splash into the cover. There's one, there's two, and there's three.
Here is your winner, the Cyborg, the Ninja.
Another relatively short match. That one was at least dense. And Raiden heading into his title defense strong. Remember, his next match is gonna be against Ryan, since Ryan did win the Royal Rumble. That's gonna be one to watch. Raiden versus Ryan, main event, night 2. Don't want to miss that one. And here we go for our second tag team matchup of the evening. Introducing first, they are no longer your winless tag team. They have a win on the season. That's all that matters. It is the Ultimate Mage Himiko Yameno and the Ultimate Aikido Master Tenko Chabashira. They are Magiko. And their opponents. It is Devila and Popola, the Gestalt Sisters. And here we go, Tenko, Popola, the first in the ring. Referee rings the bell to meet in the middle. Tenko immediately going for the offense, but Popola tossing Tenko into the corner, but Tenko getting the knees up. And now Tenko sending Popola into the northeast corner. And just sending her down with a choke. Back up to her feet. Irish whip into the corner. And now Tenko sending Popola tumbling to the outside. And lining up a sliding triangle dropkick. Referee at 4, make that 5. As Tenko continues to work Popola along the outside, there's 6. Seven, and Popola just tossing Tenko into the corner. There's 8. Popola's back inside the ring, and so is Tenko. Not going to have that fast of a count out. Tenko just wrapping the arm around the top rope. Now up. over suplex. And Irish whip into the corner, setting up Popola on the top rope. And now looking for an avalanche swinging neckbreaker. Popola fights her way down. And now Tenko. Up, over, neckbreaker suplex. And taking in Himiko. Himiko now up top. Getting Popola back up to her feet. And jumps down. Over the top, and Himiko just tags back out. Tenko spearing the wrong sister off the apron. Popola pushing Tenko away from her. Now up over neckbreaker. Into the cover, there's one. And now Tenko tags out, Himiko's in. Now, Devila just walking Himiko to the northeast corner. And using her taller stature to her advantage. Himiko only 5'2". There's one. Himiko kicks out. And a jawbreaker from Devila. Toss into the corner. Kick to the chest. Just working on the arm, typical. And tagging Popola back in. Snapmere. Presenting the target, double knees. And Himiko's gonna slip through and tag out. And now Tenko with a suplex. Stomps to the face. Forcing Popola back up to her feet. Toss into the corner. And now Magiko looking for the tag team attack. And Himiko going for a cover. Here comes Devila to break it up. Himiko Irish whip into the corner, tagging in Tenko yet again, looking for another tag team attack. Irish whip, double shoulder tackle. And now Tenko just stomping on the hand. And again. Trapped in the corner. Just working on the leg now. Now Tenko seating Popola up, double leg dropkick to the spine. Forcing her up to her feet yet again. And again, a toss to the corner, tagging in Himiko. And Himiko with a strong knee into the cover. There's one, there's two. Close. But Popola gets his shoulder up. And an arm breaker. Popola forcing Himiko up to her feet. Irish whip into the corner. Strong left hand. Tossing Himiko away. Roll through into the roll up. Not even a 1 count. And now Popola's back in. Or Devil, excuse me. And now Popola is back in. Tag team attack, Snapmare. Again, presenting the target, knees by Popola. And Popola with a people's elbows, just middle of the sternum. And tagging Devila back in. Himiko with a nice reversal, tossing Devila into Magiko's corner, pulling her away, waving the red flag. And now Devila forcing Himiko up over the shoulders, bouncing her off the top turnbuckle, and tagging her sister back in. Popola back inside the ring, tossing Himiko into the southeast corner. And a corner powerbomb. Popola forcing Himiko back up to her feet, and again tossed to the southeast corner, tagging in Devila. The twin super kicks. And a flatliner from Devila into the cover. Here comes Tenko to break it up. And Devila tagging her sister back in. Now Popola just bashing the head against the canvas, forcing Himiko back up to her feet. Toss to the corner, setting her up top. And an arm drag into the cover. There's one, there's two. Himiko somehow kicks out. Now Popola just stomping on the jaw, forcing Himiko up to her feet. Irish whip. Left hand tagging in Devila. And a bridging, rolling backbreaker. Devila going for the cover. For the win, there's one, there's two, no three. Somehow Himiko gets the shoulder up. Irish whip. Super kick. And the cover despite Tenko's best interference. There's two, there's three. Tenko tried, but unfortunately, just a little too late. And Devila, Popola, looking strong for their title contention against the Diamonds at Ultimate Fight Night. Will they be able to dethrone the newest champions? Or will they yet again taste defeat? And for our next matchup of the evening, introducing first, making his way to the ring with Risei Kujikawa, he is your men's Nexus champion, Kanji Tatsumi. And his opponent, it is the ultimate robot, K1B0, making his way to the ring with Miu Irumo. And here we go, both men ready. And referee rings the bell and they meet in the middle, with Kanji immediately tossing Kibo into the corner. Scoop, one hand over the shoulder, just tossing him down. And Kanji with an arm breaker, forcing Kibo back up to his feet, pushing him down. Never seen that before. It was a knee breaker, or knee buster rather. And just tossing Kibo to the side. Kanji just treating Kibo like a toy right now. Walking him to the northern ropes. Clothesline. Now Kibo to the outside, Kanji just staring at him. And Kibo with a stunner, with a hot shot, trying to get back into this match at least somewhat. And a walking Kanji to the northwest corner. Punch right to the chest, and again. And a corner alley-oop powerbomb. Springboard moonsault. And now Kibo forcing Kanji up to his feet. Right hands, left hand up over the shoulder. Over the shoulders, rather, and there's a neck drop. Kanji to the outside, Kibo staring him down. Hammer drop attempt. Kanji gets out of the way, but Kibo trying to keep on the offense. And now Kanji with a military press drop. Meets the chest. There's 5. Kanji forcing Kibo back up to his feet. There's 6. Guys, please get back into the ring. Thank you. Kanji with a stomp to the upper arm. Stomp to the wrist. And Kibo with a reversal. Mew just tossing in a sledgehammer. Kiba with a moonsault, or a crossbody into the cover. Mew, that wasn't even sneaky. Like, the referee was literally watching you, girl. And there's the RKO from Kiba. Not quite going for the cover, instead lining up the spear. And Kanji seeing that coming, jumping over. Now toss over the top rope. Apron neck breaker into the cover. There's one, there's two, and there's three.
Here is your winner, Kanji.
And again, relatively short matches. Not entirely sure what's going on. Maybe they're just trying to save their energy for Ultimate Fight Night, even though they have a couple of weeks to rest. Kanji making it look easy. And now for our next matchup of the evening. Introducing first, representing C's, it is Aigis.
Making her way to the ring from New York,
And her opponent, representing the Mech Femmes,
from Japan, Tifa.
it is Tifa Lockhart. And here go both women ready. Referee rings the bell to meet in the middle, with Tifa immediately beginning with an enziguri and a double leg drop kick. Forcing Aigis back up to her feet, elbowing her down. And Tifa with an elbow drop. And now just drilling the knee into the canvas. And now deadlift belly to back suplex into the cover. There's one, there's two, Aigis kicks out. Tifa with an arm drag and another enziguri. Kick to the chest, sending Aigis down. And a stomp right to the chest. Stomp to the upper arm. Aigis rolling all the way at that stomp, turning that into a wheelbarrow DDT into a standing shooting star press. Now Aigis just with a knee to the spine. Tifa sending her for a run, arm drag. To an elbow to the top of the head. And now locking in the cloverleaf, just pulling on the arms. And Aigis kind of gets herself out. Tifa with a stomp to the spine. And another submission hold. Armbar, leg bar. And Aigis again just gets herself out. Tifa heading up top. Diving knee. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Aigis kicks out. And a stomp to the thigh. Tifa with a moonsault. Into the cover. There's one. Two. Aigis again kicks out. Aigis crawling to the corner. Tifa just staring her down. And Aigis just can't get anything going right now. Tifa's been in full control of this match from the get-go. Aigis rolling out of the way. Can't get out of that. Can't get out of the way of that Pele kick. And Tifa just dragging Aigis away from the ropes. Forcing her up by the arm. Spinning arm breaker. And Tifa again going for the cover, or going for the submission, this time a Fujiwara armbar. And Aigis again just flails herself out. Aigis with the moon, or Tifa with the moonsault. Aigis gets out of the way. Will this be the start of a comeback? I have my doubts. But Aigis with the stomps. Going for the cover. There's one, two. Tifa kicks out. It's not over. Aigis to the outside, heading up top. Tifa slow to her feet. Sent back down to the mat with that hammer drop. And Aigis with the double leg drop kick and landing weird, I presume. Top rope moonsault from Aigis. To the corner now. Again up top. Turning around. And a corkscrew splash into the cover. There's one. There's two. Tifa kicks out. Aigis with the ground and pound. Tifa back up to her feet, but Aigis with a standing standing single leg drop kick. Tifa rolling to the outside. Aigis with a suicide senton. Tifa just tossing Aigis into the corner. There's 3. Tifa forcing Aigis back up to her feet. Long 3 count. There's 4. And goes no further. Both a minute. Aigis with a head scissor takedown. And a 12-6 elbow. Aigis up top. Completely turning this match around. 720 corkscrew moonsault into the cover. There's 1, there's 2, and Tifa pops the shoulder up just before 3. And I thought this match was dead. It's anything but. Tifa sending Aigis for an Irish whip. Diving underneath, spinning back heel kick. And lining up something big. Low altitude reverse roundhouse kick into the cover to put this one away for good. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Aigis making a beautiful comeback recovery. Or a comeback attempt, rather. But unfortunately, Tifa seeing a weakness, exploiting it, and getting her arm raised as a result. And now for our penultimate matchup of the season. Well, excluding our next PLE, but... Anyway, introducing first. Getting ready for his title shot yet again against Goro Akechi. It is Akihiko Sanada. And his opponent.
From your darkest fears, weighing in at 163 pounds, a demon, Gundham Tanaka.
Looking for a little bit of revenge from a couple weeks ago. It is Gundham Tanaka. And here we go, both men ready. Referee rings the bell. As Gundham immediately begins with a neck breaker. No elbows to the neck. And Gundham with a gutbuster. Wrist clutch, knee to the jaw. And now choking Akihiko down, stomps the wrist. And now an armbar. Akihiko fights out with that head scissor spin. And Gundham just tossing Akihiko to the outside. And a ground and pound. Akihiko catching that punch. Knee to the chest. And forcing Gundham back up to his feet. Referee at 2. And not going to go much further. 3 count, but that's about it. Okay, maybe a 4 count because Akihiko's just showboating to the crowd and Gundham with a spear to make him pay. Akihiko rolling out of the way. Just tossing Gundham from one side of the ring to the other. And I'm getting the sense that Akihiko's not really taking this match seriously. There's 5. Gundham trying to toss Akihiko back inside the ring. Not going, so he's trying it again, and there we go. There's 6. Gundham back inside the ring. Gundham winning the grapple, but Akihiko winning that reversal. Sending Gundham for an Irish whip. Jumping over, uppercut to the stomach. And an elbow to the jaw. And now Akihiko springboard enziguri. Make his way not to the corner. Irish whip. Diving underneath. Jumping over the top. And a Superman punch. Into the cover. There's 1. There's 2. Gundham kicks out. And now Akihiko still not in the corner. And now Akihiko just punches to the chest. And now he's starting to get a little bit serious. A little bit. Only a little bit. Stomps to the chest. Or to the spine, rather. Gundham trying to toss Akihiko into the ring post. Not quite going, so just sending him headfirst into the apron. There's 4. Akihiko tossing Gundham back inside the ring. There's 5. Rolling inside the ring. And the Thez press. Into the cover, there's 1, there's 2. Gundham kicks out. Gundham with a stomp to the chest, or to the stomach, to the abdomen. Irish whip, shotgun drop kick. And now Gundham going for the cover. There's two. Akihiko kicks out. And now Gundham with a demon drop. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Akihiko kicks out. Crossbody nearly getting caught on the ropes. Managing to get himself out just in time. And Akihiko rolling Gundham onto his back, returning the favor. And Gundham just kicking him off. Akihiko elbowing out. There's three. And there's five. Akihiko forcing Gundham up over the shoulders. Spinning discus punch. And the ground and pound. And Gundham with a love tap. Knee to the side of the head. And now Gundham lining up a buzzsaw kick. Good night. Well, maybe not. Akihiko's having a little bit of time to recover. There's one, there's two, and Akihiko kicks out. And Akihiko with some more fire stomps. And headed up top. Getting Gundham back up to his feet, hyping up the crowd, and jumping down. Playing a bluff. And the cover. There's one, there's two. And maybe this will be what puts Gundham away. There's one, two, still no. Both men just showing absolute resilience. And here comes Akihiko completely whiffing on that Superman punch. And again just whiffing. Gundham with a spinning slam, forcing Akihiko back up to his feet. Irish whip. And another drop, or a shotgun drop kick. And now Gundham looking for one more buzzsaw kick. And Akihiko putting a stop to that before it could even connect. Sending Gundham for an Irish whip. Superman punch. And the cover. There's one, two, still no three. Gundham really making Akihiko work for this. And Akihiko really making Gundham work for his win. And now Akihiko, the wind-up, the pitch. It's a strike. And the cover, 1, 2, finally. And here comes Akechi, taking advantage of Akihiko, already just exhausted, coming in with the championship belt. And oh boy, the mind games begin already. It's going to be Akechi versus Akihiko for the belt once again. Akechi, one more match to have the perfect season. The undefeated season. Perfect is maybe a bit of a stretch, but the undefeated season. Akihiko will have one more opportunity to play spoiler. This is really it. This is really it. And now for our final main event of Jayromoda for the season. Introducing first, it is Mitsuru Kirijo. And her opponent, who else but Kasumi Yoshizawa. And here we go, referee rings the bell. Mitsuru goes on the offense with a grapple, but Kasumi kicks her away. And a knee smash. Now both of these women getting ready for their one moment. Okay, sorry about that. It sounded like the audio was getting a little bit desynced. And Kasumi fights her way out of the figure 4 leg hold. But as I was saying, both of these women getting ready for championship matches. Kasumi getting, or should I say Mitsuru, of course, getting ready for her matchup against Makoto for the women's cruiserweight belt. And Kasumi Yoshizawa getting ready for her matchup against Fiora for the women's Nexus Championship belt. And Kasumi with a leg snap. To a jumping knee to the face. Referee at 5. Kasumi with a wheelbarrow facebuster. There's 6. And Kasumi walking Mitsuru back to the ring, tossing her back inside. There's 7. And Kasumi with an Irish whip, sliding underneath. And a head scissor toss. Now Kasumi to the outside, heading up top. Staring down Mitsuru. Corkscrew arm drag attempt and just not really doing anything. Mitsuru not playing around. And Mitsuru with a neck breaker. Forcing Kasumi up. And another arm breaker. And now Kasumi with a roll through. Mitsuru kicks out immediately, and now Kasumi again going on the offense. Head scissor Hurricane Rana. Kasumi being on a bit of a cold streak as of late, and by that I mean losing 2 out of 3 matches. Which, when that's a cold streak, you know you're eating good. Now Mitsuru going for the cover, Kasumi kicks out. And honestly, I am a little bit disappointed, personally, that that these two won't be fighting each other come Ultimate Fight Night. And I'm sure a lot of you are as well. But I think Mitsuru Kirijo versus Makoto Nijima, I think that's going to be a banger of a match. Kasumi with a standing shooting star press into the cover. There's 1. Mitsuru kicks out. And it's really weird. It doesn't feel like the end of the season should be here, but alas. I have to start getting 2K25 ready. Mitsuru elbows out. Forcing Kasumi up to her feet. Tossing her to the side. Going for the cover. There's 1, there's 2. Kasumi kicks out. And up. Over a neck breaker. Kasumi dragging Mitsuru away from the ropes. Stomp to the ankle. Kick to the chest. So grabbing the wrist. Top rope arm drag. And Mitsuru fights out. Irish whip. Backpack suplex into the cover. Referee not even paying attention. There's 2. Kasumi kicks out. That should have been a rope break. But the match continues nonetheless. DDT from Kasumi. Try saying that 5 times fast. Can't even say it 1 time slow. Mitsuru elbowing out. And a tackle. Nearly driving Kasumi through the table. And now just trying to bring this match back inside the ring, and that she does. Not even a 5 count. Mitsuru going for the cover. There's one. Kasumi kicks out. And a spinning arm breaker. Mitsuru with a backstretch cloverleaf. Irish whip. And a neck breaker. Now back to the outside we go. There's 3, Kasumi kicking Mitsuru off of her. And a standing double A drop kick to the spine. There's 5. Kasumi forcing Mitsuru back up to her feet. Just tossing her aside. There's 6. Moonsault. There's 7. Come on, girls, get back inside the ring. Kasumi steps in. Mitsuru slow to her feet. But quick back inside the ring. Mitsuru with a heavy suplex in the corner going for the cover. There's 1 and only 1. How? 12-6 elbow. Kasumi back up to her feet. Mitsuru with a clothesline. And just completely whiffing on that knee. Connects on the strike. Looking for a figure 8 leg hold. And now, what are you guys doing? There's the cover. There's 1, 2. Kasumi kicks out. And now Mitsuru, figure 8 leg lock. Kasumi kind of gets herself out. Don't know if she just slipped out or if Mitsuru released a hold or what. But I think Mitsuru, she wants to put this one away with an exclamation mark. Tifa already broke Kasumi's perfect streak when it comes to submission holds. So, I mean, a submission win, that's not really going to do much. Kasumi rolls out of the way of that somersault leg drop. I mean, the submission win would still be a win, but it wouldn't be... I mean, it would be special in the sense that it would be a submission win against Kasumi Yoshizawa. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what the logic there was. Standing shooting star press into the cover. There's 1, there's 2. Mitsuru kicks out. Now Kasumi heading up top. Corkscrew moonsault, or corkscrew shooting star press. And the Irish whip. Mitsuru says no thank you. And looking to add insult to injury. And by that I mean a natural selection. There's 1, there's 2, no 3. Not me calling the natural selection insult to injury. Nope, I would never do that. Elbow drop, Kasumi gets out of the way. And at this point, I'm sure it's just these two just having fun. Like, yeah, we could have ended this match like 5 minutes ago if we really wanted to. They're just having fun at this point. I don't blame them. In the ring, they're rivals, yeah, but backstage, they're just such good friends. And you can really see that here. There's one with that moonsault, there's two, there's three. Kasumi Yoshizawa ending the season with a win. And Mitsuru extending her hand, saying well done and a well fought match. And congratulations fighting Fiora. Kasumi's gonna need it. Good luck fighting Makoto. Mitsuru's gonna need that, and yeah. It's the end of the season, guys. We have one more show on Friday, taking next week off, and then on the 24th and the 25th, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, unless we have to reschedule. It's the season finale, it's Ultimate Fight Night. And that's it. It's gonna be that, a month off, and then come February, assuming I have everything in order, and assuming I still want to do it, it's gonna be I'm gonna call it season 3, season 4, whatever. Yeah. It's weird. It is really weird that this is the end of the season already. This year just flown by. But yeah. Thank you all for joining us, and hope to see you on Friday for our true weekly show season finale. And then, again, yeah, like I said, on the 24th and 25th, it's gonna be the season finale. 2 nights. Ultimate Fight Night. And, yeah. So until then, we're signing out from Portland, Oregon. See ya.